in the vehicle that needs to be removed, whether they're critical or not. Oftentimes, based on the way cars are built, there are things that we have to do. Safety is our number one priority. We're going to do everything we can to make sure you, the patient, is safe. Our crews are in full gear, protecting their eyes, protecting their arms, their hands, and then we start going through and securing the vehicle. One thing we always do, if we're going to do any kind of extrication or cutting or changing the anatomy or structure of the vehicle, is remove all the glass. Fortunately, glass nowadays is tempered, so what happens is it spiders like that and doesn't explode, but there's still risk and they're still dangerous. But before we change any anatomy on the vehicle, we remove all of the glass.
I got glasses on.
This is a calm, systematic approach. You're not going to hear a lot of loud communication between the crews. They all know their assignments, they all have their tasks, and they're oriented to those things. You have a company officer, you have a driver, and you have a couple of firefighters that provide different levels of operation. We have different kinds of tools. The way technology has moved nowadays is battery operated. It's quieter, not really lighter, but it's certainly more portable than our tethered hydraulic and electric things that we used to have. So we have a battery powered Sawzall, which is very similar, if not identical, to what you may have at home. All the way from hand tools to those battery powered hand tools to full size extrication equipment. When you watch the TV shows and the movies, you hear the phrase jaws of life. There are different variations of extrication tools, but we do here in Temple Terrace have the actual real Host brand jaws of life.
It's called safety glass. It's laminated safety glass. So, because you're open to that as the driver, it will not shatter. It stays all in one piece. Just like that.
All right, again, if you can use your imagination and think about you sitting in the driver's seat or the passenger seat or in another one of the locations in the vehicle, you had just been in a traffic accident, now all of this is taking place around you. We will have paramedics in the vehicle with you.
Trying to cut that beam with the reciprocating saw.
One thing we always do before we start using these tools is we try before we pry. We will assume that these guys have already checked the handles and were unable to get into the vehicle. You have different resources ready to go with different pieces of equipment. You have direct communication and instruction, and they're always standing by ready to go. Your company officer is constantly walking around the scene, making sure operations are effective.
Because it's different. Yeah.
How long does it say it takes you to take someone out of the vehicle?
It all depends on the type of vehicle.
I had one question, how long would I say it takes us to take somebody out of the vehicle? It all depends on the various factors. Vehicles nowadays are made of so many different kinds of materials. We're trying each way to get them out. So, depending on how severely they're injured, how severely trapped or entangled they are, or depending again on the anatomy of the vehicle, what kind of material are we dealing with trying to get these people out? So to try to give you a number about how long it takes is hard to pinpoint that. Again, it's all relative to the situation. Oftentimes when we're cutting on a vehicle, it's not sitting in a parking lot on all four wheels. It's either on its roof, on its side, up against another vehicle, up against a wall, a tree, a structure. So there are other things that go into that scenario.
I want to sit down too. Let's do a sitting area. No, I'm not going to do
So we make our initial access point. Once we've cleared the windows, cleared the glass, we get the first door open, we assess the situation. We look, see where the patient is, see what we need to do to continue to get access to it.
No, at this point the car's pretty much over. Prior to cars nowadays are so cheaply made, they're so efficiently made that at this point we're cutting somebody out of car insurance for a different car. So we don't use these very often, but when we do, we've got to make sure.
To give you a little perspective, we're taking our time today for you all to see how this operation goes, right? In a normal situation like this, we have multiple engine companies or ladder or truck companies coming. We will have two sets of tools working on a single vehicle. So we will have an identical crew on the other side doing the exact same job. We're all working together. That cuts things in half, creates a safer environment for everybody involved, and helps out as well.
Brand new. Got it in July.
How about I-11?
It's parked out on the street there. Yeah. So we can get to the person. Alright, sometimes they're trapped and they're in there, we can't get them out.
Is there a way that you can...
Yeah, they're going to cut the roof off.
So there are various operations when it comes to vehicle extrication. Sometimes we just have to open a door. Sometimes we have to remove doors. Sometimes we have to lift the entire dash. Sometimes we have to remove the roof. And that's what they're going to do for you today. They're going to turn this SUV into a convertible. If you take a look, the crews have distributed the different sides of the vehicle. To give you a little perspective, we're only 10 minutes into this. So if we had 2 crews, to cut that in half, one on one side, one on the other, we're talking about 5 minutes to get there from the moment we get on scene. We like to position our vehicles and our equipment near the scene, so you've seen a couple of the firefighters head over back to the truck. We're constantly reevaluating our operation, making sure it's effective, we're making progress.
We can make the minivan start with
You did last week?
Struggling a little bit.
And there you go. We have full access to the patient at this point. If we need to lay the seats down, take the person out of the back, bring them out of the front, now we can operate safely. Our paramedics can do whatever they need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, clap for these guys. They work really hard. Now, before you disperse, I want to do one more thing with most of this crew. I think all of this crew plus one more. I don't know if Chris Sayers is floating around. Something that we do every month for our firefighters is recognize exceptional operations and situations. While there's a certain standard and level of expectation that we have for these and you as a community as well, our guys oftentimes go above and beyond or act in a way that prevents property loss and life loss. On September 18th, this crew right here responded to a report of a gas leak. I don't know if you remember, on a Wednesday evening, a very fierce storm came through the city from north to south. I was tracking it on my radar. Strong winds. It actually collapsed a brick wall at Fowler and Gillette. If any of you are around that area, there's a gas line over there, and you can still go by that area and see the wall that collapsed. It's boarded up. When that wall collapsed, it fell onto a gas pipeline and ruptured that gas pipeline. Captain Muzzy and his crew gathered the information on the way to the call, made quick decisions, made extensive efforts to secure the area to make sure there were no further dangers, and they deployed an operation where they put hoses on the ground, air packs on their bodies in a coordinated team, and went in and secured that gas leak, preventing a significant explosion, possible loss of life. So we've decided that for the month of September, that we're going to recognize them for their efforts, the risk that they took, the effort, the swiftness, and the communication. I was listening on the radio between the engine company and Chief Salmon, who was the command officer at the time. Decisions were made over the radio, which is not always the easiest thing to do. Communication was clear. So I want to recognize Captain Muzzy, Firefighter Burton, Firefighter Richardson, Patrick Demer, and Firefighter Chris Sayers. They'll get certificates. In addition to, we've got some partners in the community through local restaurants. Papa John's is one of them. So we're going to present them with a couple of free pizza coupons. It's a small token, but it just gives them some encouragement and recognition for a job very well done. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
I know, right?